Hi, my name is Neb Kamusin Atumre. This is the 8th video in the series Fall of Babylon. Revelation 14 states, And I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, looked and beheld the Lamb, the messenger Malachi Z, standing on the Mount Zion. Not the Mount Zion of the Old Testament, in which Solomon, son of David and Bathsheba, later built the temple of Eli on, but the New Jerusalem, which will come down from the Orion skies of the elevated place, a new city of peace, and with him were 144,000 purified ones, having the adopted father's name written upon their foreheads. From prostration in salute worship, and the personalities of the 12 tribes of Israel, the 144,000 will consist of 12,000 of each of the 12 tribes, equaling 144,000. And I heard the messenger Malachi Z from the Orion skies, at the voice of many waters, at the sound of great thunder. He had a powerful voice, sending a mighty message. When the messenger Malachi Z talks, people will fear and listen, not just because of the power of his voice, but also the intensity of the message. It will reach around the world. No one will escape it. For everyone will have to bear witness to the truth. And the voice which I heard was like the sound of harps, which were ouds and lyres, singing praise. The instrument that David, son of Jesse and Hilma, played, being played by harpers. These were the 24 elders, Elohim, and the elders sung as it were a new sound. This was the chanting of the true portions of El's Quran. Called a new song, because they already chanted El's Torah, before the seat, but before Eli's seat, and before the four living creatures symbolic of the spirits of the four world empires and their principal rulers that have prevailed upon earth from the beginning to the end of time. Also representative of the species of cherubim, Babylon being a whole, Greece being married, Rome being Ifrit, and America, Europe being Shaitan. And the elders, and no one could learn that song except the 144,000 which were reclaimed from the planet Earth. After the 144,000 are raised in the year 2030, these are they, the 144,000 children of the Holy Tabernacle Ministries, which did not become impure with the confidante wives of New Babylon, the harlot of America. They did not taste the fornications of the harlot. They will not be subjected to the ways of the evil reptilian, because they are virgins. These 144,000 are the ones who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. When he returns, will be totally loyal to the Messiah Jesus' teachings. These are they who were reclaimed from the human nation of people. They are the firstlings of Theos and for the Lamb. They will be the first to be taken up. And then all others who have been faithful to Theos and the Lamb and have sacrificed so that the 144,000 could be raised. The fact that the 144,000 are called firstlings also relates to them being called virgins. On the last day, the planet Earth will experience a severe earthquake, which will cause the mountains to crumble and the dust to be settled. People will emerge in groups of three categories. The 144,000 who are not touched by the harlot, nor do they have guile in their mouths. These are those of the 144,000 who have kept themselves pure in mind, body, and spirit. They are virgins because they have not become defiled by the harlot, which is representative of the physical world. 2. The true followers of the Messiah Jesus. These are the Holy Tabernacle Ministries. This includes those who have suffered for righteous name's sake and have resurrected from the state of unrighteousness to a state of purity. Once the 144,000 have been raised, the faithful aiders of the Most High from around the world will take place. This group of people are the members of the Holy Tabernacle Ministries who have once lived the lifestyle of the evil reptilian but have been taught the truth about themselves and are ready to regain the godlike quality that they were born with. And 3, the followers of the evil reptilian. And there was not found any lies in their mouths. They will only speak what they know, which is the truth, because they do not have any false. They are the sons and daughters of the Elohim before the seed of Eli. And I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, saw another Elohim, Anunnaki Elohim called Nus'u, ne Gabriel Zadok, son of Raziel and Zamael, fly in the midst of the skies, which is the location of the Kaaba, and the scroll with all the scriptures in one. Called the mother of the scriptures, having everlasting Injil, the book of Revelation, in order to warn all those who are dwelling on the planet Earth, and to every nation of people and kindred and tongue and the tribe. Coming to you from the sky is Gabriel, the angelic messenger giving the revelation to Michael, the angel of justice from Mount Paran. He is not only bringing to you a perfect translation of El's Quran from the pure Ashuric Syriac Arabic, but also the translation of the Torah from Aramaic Hebrew, and now the the Injil, the book of Revelation from Greek. He gave you the book of Lambs, the holy tablets, as Malachi or Malak, angelic messenger. Yes, for those of you who want to know, this is that book. Gabriel is always the messenger. Always the messenger. He is the one who brought down the message, Holy Quran 297, that inspires and reveals and gives the revelation. And as the final messenger, not final prophet Nabi, of which Muhammad 576 to 632 AD was, and not the final prophet of prophecy, Nabuwah, which the Honorable Elijah Muhammad 1895 through 1975 AD was, which according to the book of Malachi 4 verse 5, behold, I will send you, Elijah the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahuwah. And Melchizedek is a Yahuwah that was sent to us right here in person today. Inspires is found in the altered version of the Quran 4:163 and the corrected version revealed in our version else Quran 74:163. Reveals is found in the altered version of the Quran at 241. Correctly revealed in our version else Quran 87:41. Gives is in the altered version of Quran 51:52 and correctly revealed in our version else Quran 10:52. So Gabriel revealed the perfect clear translation of the Injil, book of Revelation, to Malachi to give to you, called Al-Injil, Quran altered, revealed 365, originally revealed as Holy Quran 7365. Gabriel made clear the translation of the Torah as else Holy Torah to Malachi. Gabriel helped to inspire the holy tablets to Malachi, the ever-living gospel being complete with all of the scriptures being brought into one called El-Kitab, Quran 3:7, originally revealed in else Holy Quran, correctly revealed 89:7, which was never done before by any Nubian leader or leaders, and never could have been done before. So Revelation 14:6 tells you that Gabriel is going to come out of the sky and bring an everlasting gospel that is being done through Gabriel's accompanying angelic friend, according to Quran 2:98, originally revealed as Holy Quran 87:98. It is Michael. So it is this Michael, Malachi Z, whom you refer to as Dr. Malachi Z, who was raised up amongst you, to whom Allah has revealed this special knowledge, to whom whom he does as he pleases. Quran altered version 269, Quran correctly revealed 87-269. To give you the bayina, Quran altered revealed 2159, Quran correctly revealed 87-159. And the Furqan, Quran altered revealed 829, Quran correctly revealed 8829. Speaking to you in tongues, Acts 2:4, revealing in every language, translating all the scriptural languages word for word just for you. This is in no way, or there is no way you can deny the coming of this supreme being in flesh for you. Before the end, making things plain as never before, saying in a supreme voice, proclaiming loud, fear the Theos Eli, not the Messiah Jesus, and give glory to him Theos, not the Messiah Jesus, as Christians do. For the hour of judgment is come, called the day of standing, unto the day of judgment, and end with the day, the last day, when the book of life will be opened and you will be judged for your agreeable and disagreeable deeds. Those who stop now and resurrect mentally won't have to worry about dying. They will pass easily from the state of righteousness into eternal life. However, if you have to die first, you will certainly taste hell. It is the day when all men will walk the Siraat filament over hell. And it is the day in which all people will be called to stand before the Most High, Anu El Ilo. This filament over hell is a bridge which appears to the faithful as a wide road, but to the cover of truth, it is a filament as sharp as a razor. There are 365 paths within the main path called the Siraat. On this path, you can see through the floor of the ships. You must stay on this path, or you will be electrocuted. And worship is to him who made the Orion skies and the planet Earth and the seas and the fountains of waters. Not the Messiah Jesus, as Christians do. Then another Elohim, Anunnaki, named Raphael, son of Waqabiel and Fiqarael, followed him and came out of the middle of the skies after the Anunnaki Gabriel, no spoke, saying, Babylon is fallen. Yes, it has fallen, that great city. The time has come for the demise of New Babylon, the United States of America, the fourth empire of the devil, to come to an end like all others, because she, the harlot, the great city, the United States of America, has made all nations of the planet of people throughout the world drink of the intoxicating delicacies of the harlot and of the punishment of his fornication, meaning the lifestyle and ways of America. The world over has been seduced by the harlot. And the third messenger, Raphael Zadok, son of Waqabiel and Fiqarael, followed them, Malachi Zadok and Gabriel Zadok, saying with a big voice, if anyone worship the wild beast, the cursed seed of Lebanon, Canaan, and his image, wanting to be like him in every way, will receive his mark. The Canaanites, Amorite approval on his forehead and in his hands, receiving money for betraying other Nubians. This is living in the image of the beast and not living in the image of your ancestors. The evil one has done a great job in making you hate yourself. The image of the beast. Nubian people feel inferior to the Amorite. Therefore they hate themselves, trying to be like them, and live in the image of the beast by processing and pressing your hair, bleaching your skin, and dyeing your hair, straightening your nose, and thinning your lips, trying to talk and act like them, etc., etc., etc. The devil has cunningly seduced the Nubian man and woman into idolizing his image. You have been seduced into thinking that the blonde-haired, blue-eyed person is a superior race of beings. The Canaanite man is attempting to make you lose your heritage, just like Napoleon chopped off the noses of the statues in Kemet, Egypt, in order to hide the fact they had Nubian features. In the schools, they are deciding who's great and who's not. They are the ones who set up the classes and decide what courses you are to take. They call these courses African studies, when you learn very little about Africans and more about select American leaders of their choice. They already have their own leaders. And those are the faces that you see on the money. You'll never see the face of a Nubian man or woman on money. The closest that they have got to a Nubian on money was President Abraham Lincoln, 1809 to 1865 AD, who was a mulatto according to the 5 Negro Presidents by J.A. Rogers on page 7, where a picture portrays Abraham Lincoln as a Nubian, showing how he had woolly hair. So once again, they are choosing who and what you learn about. They will teach you about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., George Washington Carver, Alex Haley, Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, Nat Turner, Benjamin Banneker, Jean-Baptiste Point-de-Sable, Gustavo Sava, W.E.B. Du Bois, Eli Whitney, and Crispus Attucks, etc. People who they feel that you need to know about. They'll teach you about Nubians that were fighting for them or who were working with them. Those are the ones they like. But what about other leaders? They won't teach you about Noble Drew Ali, or Marcus Garvey, or Khan Mansa Musa, or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, or Clarence 13X Puddin, the Nubians who spoke out against them. No matter how intelligent they were, or how much they were loved by Nubians, or what they have contributed, they don't teach you about them. Recently, college students have been allowed to read the autobiography of Malcolm X as a part of a course. They would love for you to read this book that was written by a Nubian who was considered an Uncle Tom by other Nubians, Alex Haley, who never lived in Harlem and was married to a Caucasian. Or they will let someone like Spike Lee make a movie on the story of Malcolm X, who doesn't know anything about the times of Malcolm X because he wasn't there. Nor was he ever a member of the Nation of Islam or any other sect of Muslims. All he knows is what someone has told him or what he learned through books that were written with only the information that they want you to know about him, which would be that he was a radical militant leader who believed in violence, who defected from the Nation of Islam and became the part of the Pale Arab movement. They don't point out that he changed his name from Malcolm X to Malik El-Shabazz, and the name Shabazz was introduced by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and is a name exclusively used by those devoted to him. If he didn't change the name Shabazz, he still was loyal in some way to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad right up until his death. They don't want you to know about the love he had for his people. When they write books about him, they don't tell you how he was telling his people to do for themselves or love and respect themselves. They publish quotes from his speeches like, "I don't believe we are going to overcome by singing. If you are going to get your 45 and start singing, we shall overcome. I'm with you." Or things like, "By any means necessary." Or you have to walk in with a hand grenade and tell the man, "Listen, you give us what we got coming, or nobody is going to get anything," leaving you with the impression of some crazy, violent, criminal-minded man who was a menace to society. Forgetting that he was an inspiration and learned all of this from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who reformed him from being a criminal product of society like many of the children are today. And more people like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad are needed today because he was able to change such a man. They don't want Nubians, especially Nubian men, to be aware of the power that they once possessed. That is why I, Dr. Malachi Z, am here to make clear all things for you. Nubians have been reduced to less than nothing by the hands of the evil reptilians and his agents. Every time you hear of Nubians, you will hear about the bad or disagreeable things that they want you to hear. You'll never hear of the good that they did. They pry into lives and try to find out anything that will aid in their downfall. And if they cannot find anything, they will make up and fabricate. They will make up lies and fabricate stories. There is no more room for lies. Not in this time of right knowledge, right wisdom, and right understanding, which will breed sound, right reasoning, nuabu. It is no coincidence. People have never heard of Noble Drew Ali, Shaka Zulu, Hannibal, Mahatma Gandhi, or myself, Dr. Malachi Z, to name a few, and their role in history. Their accomplishments outshined the men whom the Amorites labeled heroes like Hercules, Zeus, John Wayne, Elvis Presley, Billy Graham, or former General H. Norman Schwarzkopf. Right now in America, there is no black leadership. Since there is no leadership, there is no enemy for the common Caucasian to hate. There was a black awareness movement in the late 1960s and the early 1970s. A movement that had Nubians searching to find their true selves. Some joined so-called militant groups such as the Black Panthers, the Young Lords, and the African Pioneer Movement, and they all give European Caucasians a focal point to hate Nubians, people, and someone to back down on, especially during the Black Revolution. Shouts of free Huey, free Angela, black and proud, black power, black is coming back, black is beautiful, black consciousness, and burn, baby, burn, could be heard throughout the globe by a people who were tired of the suppression that they had undergone for hundreds of years. Nubians were trying to get themselves together and find their true identity. However, the Amorite began to realize that Nubians were waking up and he had to put a stop to it. So to stamp out the black awareness, he created movies with images in them like Shaft, Superfly, The Mac, Cleopatra Jones, Cotton Comes to Harlem, Watermelon Man, JT's Revenge, Combat Charleston Blue, Hero Ain't Nothing But a Sandwich, Cornbread Earl and Me, The Spook That Sat Behind the Door, 5 on the Black Hand Side, Sheba Baby, Coffee, Across 110th Street, Uptown Saturday Night, Blackula, Scream, Blackula Scream, Car Wash, Superfly Goes to Africa, Let's Do It Again, and Black Caesar. He purposely portrayed the Nubian man as a super pimp, a peddler of lust, material desire, drugs, money, violence, and corruption. These movies helped to destroy and distort reality. Things that were happening during the Black awareness movement, such as the Afros and the Dashikis, became a passing fad. Nubians no longer wanted to go back to Africa. They straightened their hair and went to discos instead. When Muhammad Ali was known as Cassius Clay, all the Amorites loved him. But the moment he became a Muslim and changed his name to Muhammad Ali, they began to cause problems for him because of his religion. They will soon do the same thing to Mike Tyson now that he has become a Muslim. They will try to associate that with racism. However, Mike Tyson's adopted mother is a Caucasian. So it will be very difficult for them to place the race card on him. In jail, he had time to think. Now, they are just waiting for the right moment to take him down again, which is religious discrimination.